Okay, want to talk today just a little bit about the event that's coming up here in the northeast of Scotland in 3 weeks' time now. So we've got Comic Con Scotland Aberdeen, which is an event that's been here now for a few years now, um, and it's such a good pop culture event. I went last year and went the year before. I've got some pictures I'll show you in just a minute. Um, Really excited about this year again. Last year's event was probably, I would say, the best yet. The guests were great. The organisation pretty good as well. In fact, very good in on the whole. Have a few things maybe to say about the whole event in a few minutes. But I really wanted to just highlight one or two of the things that are coming up over the event itself that have been highlighted so far. I'm going to talk a little bit about last year's stuff, a little bit about some of the things that we're particularly excited about, some of the things that hopefully we'll get to do and get to experience. The event itself, as I say, is such a good event, and it's great that here up in the northeast of Scotland we kind of get these events because obviously Edinburgh get them, Glasgow get them, rest of the country gets them, and sometimes this far north, I don't want to appear a little bit kind of like cynical, but we kind of miss out occasionally. So, in terms of the event itself, going to go through one or two things. I'm going to show you some things that I'm particularly excited about. As I say, the event itself, I'm going to show you some of the things on the what we left on the website previously in just a few moments. So let's go to the website. Let's have a look to see what some of the things last year and some of the things that are going to be coming up this year. Here we go. We've got the 5D website, which I'm happy for you to subscribe to if you wish to. It's a 5D pop culture website at 5d-blog.com. And as you can see on the screen, well, this is a page from last year, so excuse the adverts. You don't have to click on adverts if you go on the website. Apparently, I'm supposed to say that. Don't click on the adverts, but you could do if you wanted to. So you've got the poster from last year. What I will do is I thought I'd just go through some of the things from last year, just to give you an idea. If you didn't make it, what you missed out on, and if you did make it, what you kind of maybe experienced. So, like I said, this is available for you to see on the website. So, we've got a whole heap of stuff I just stuck on there. The Walking Dead stuff. I'm a huge Walking Dead fan. For those that know me, can't apologise for that enough. For those that do know me, but you'll know that I'm a big Walking Dead fan from the comics, through to the series. Most of the series. So we've got. Excuse me. I'll get rid of this cough one day. You've got a few bits and pieces. So, in terms of the guests, many people I know go to the Comic Cons for a whole heap of different reasons. Some of them to see the guests, and I'm going to show you in a moment one or two of the guests that are kind of lined up for this year. Well, a few of the guests are lined up for this year. But in terms of last year, you had the fabulous Karen Gillan. So Karen Gillan from Doctor Who, you can see a guy. I've actually got this. Not the full size thing, but it was kind of the artist to give us a kind of smaller version of this. I've got it hanging up somewhere. I meant to bring it here and I totally forgot. Karen Gillan, I kind of surreptitiously kind of just took a long range photo here. She was lovely in terms of the interaction with the autograph hunters and the photo opportunities. As you'll know with these events, these guys are all sat on their their desks, and then their people queue up. And I always feel kind of a little bit not sorry, but I always try to watch, because we were sat high up at one point, and you could see all these queues, and thankfully the queues for everybody were great, were good. Some of them though are longer than others. The queue for Karen Gillan, oh my lord, this was from the first moments we walked in, and we were lucky enough to, because of the press pass thing, to get there early and go in as soon as it opened to walk around. So we got a kind of feel for all the events and a lot of the things before it got really busy later on, because it did get busy later on. And even at the early point, people were starting to queue to see Karen Gillan. Obviously, Nebula from Guardians of the Galaxy, one of my favourite franchises ever. and a whole heap of things. And she was really, really popular, as you can imagine. Um, so yeah, had to snag a photo. Um, Also, as well, so the guests. I'll talk about a few about the guests in a moment. The my favourite guests from last year, well, these two reprobates. And this was hilarious. So you had Ross McCormick. I can never say his name. Ross McQuaid. Sorry, who was obviously Aaron in The Walking Dead, and he and Carrie Payton were what a double act. These two guys, obviously, sort of Carrie Payton from played Walking Dead. Ezekiel, God, he went for a minute. They're not like my favorite ever bloody characters. So Carrie and Ross, these two were on. This is a little scene from their panel. So we're all sat at the back, and it was packed out for this particular panel. It was so cool. This is the moment. These two. The reason why these two are pointing is because I think they were talking about a story over the night before that I think they'd enjoyed the life in northeast of Scotland in Aberdeen the night before because they were talking about discovering various types of whiskey, and they didn't look any worse away for it. They were on form. And this particular moment is when I think they spotted the guy that actually been showing them all these different types of whiskey. They were just about to point him out, and then they just after they did this, they both standing up going, "Yeah, he's there, he's there." Ross as well was talking about discovering Iron Brew, naturally. But also as well, they told loads of great stories about The Walking Dead and their experiences on it. And obviously, both of them are voiceover actors as well. Ross has done sort of recent stuff for the X-Men sort of reboot, the cartoon animated series. So cool. So those two, seriously, those two should do stand up together because they were hilarious, absolutely hilarious. And then you've got a whole heap of photos here that I kind of took. Hopefully, can make these out on the screen. Yeah, you've got some fool here doing the Han Solo thing. You've also got some fool here pretending that he's in a Walking Dead scene. These were kind of really cool because, I mean, these events and these builds are just great. You've got me. Oh no, I'm not on this one, but I do have one where I'm doing my Princess Leia impression, looking sultry, sexy, and gorgeous, obviously. And this full size Jabba the Hutt, incredible. And like I say, we kind of managed to get round a little bit earlier just to see all these stuff before everybody sort of coming in, the cosplayers and the whole paying guests. Charisma Carpenter, gorgeous Charisma Carpenter, there as well as one of the guests. What else you've got? Again, some fool thinking is in Hobbiton. And here as well, I can't get a full kind of feel for it here, but that's us sat waiting for one of the panels to open. This panel was guys from the Power Rangers. So for those of you if you haven't been to one of these events before, it's really you're in for a surprise. You're in for a great time, and just a small selection of photos there. Usually me acting like a fool. I don't care. I'm a nerd. I don't care. So it's a great experience. So in terms of what's coming up this year, what you've got here on the Northeast Scotland Comic Con Northeast Scotland website. If you haven't got tickets, I don't get any sort of like kickbacks for tickets or anything. I'm not in the, I'm not I don't get money for these. So this is not me trying to sell tickets on behalf of Monopoly events. It's just me talking. In terms of the event this year, we've got a whole. This is the official kind of poster with Nick Frost on here. You got a whole. Oh, you've got some good ones. Yeah, Zach Gallagher from what's it? Oh God, Grandmounds, obviously. Sean Gunn and so forth. We can go through some of the guests in just a moment. So if you go on that particular website, I will put the link in the descriptions and everything. March 1st and 2nd this year, so not too long. Coming up in about 2 or 3 weeks. Takes place at the P&J Live in Aberdeen. If you haven't been to the P&J before, it's a huge, big entertainment complex on the outskirts of Aberdeen, not far from the airport, so it's pretty much on its own. There's huge parking there as well if you're coming from outside the area. It does cost a bit to park. That's one of the downsides. Even if you're an important press guy like myself, you still have to pay to park. I think there might be parking around the surrounding area, but you have a bit of a walk then. But yeah, you have to pay. And also as well, once you're inside, Then yes, there are food and drinks available, but food can be a little bit expensive, and that's more possibly down to the P&J than the actual event itself. That would be my one recommendation of any of these events. Is always try and make it a little bit more in terms of available for food and stuff, or a bit more affordable. That's kind of a minor quibble. In terms of some of the guests, let's have a click on some of the guests. Let's have a look at this quickly. So you've got the guests, and then you've got the info in terms of if you want the photo, and lots of people do. I mean, I know they're not cheap. We're talking like 80 quid maybe for autograph and photo. It's not. It's not insignificant. But these people are popular. And these will be sort of snapped up. So in terms of some of the guests, Nick Frost. Excuse me. Nick Frost. I've been wanting to see Nick Frost for quite a while in person. Huge fan of Shaun of the Dead, like many people are. Love that film. Billy Piper, Alex Kingston. You've got the Doctor Who mob here. You've got Lenny James, Laurie Holden, Cooper Andrews, Pollyanna McIntosh from The Walking Dead. So can't wait to see Lenny. His character Morgan is probably one of my favourites. Laurie Holden as well. Often maligned her character. I don't know why, because I thought her character was so cool. Pollyanna's great. Cooper as well. Jerry. Can't wait for those. You've got a whole heap. Sean Gunn from I would say Pirates of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Sean Gunn is a fine actor. Played the part of Groot, wasn't it? Not Groot. I forgot the name of it now. It's gone. It'll come to me. Yeah, professional nerd. I can't remember a character from Guardians of the Galaxy. His favourite franchise of films ever. But did a lot of the motion capture stuff. And I know people will correct me in this, and please do correct me because I'm an idiot and I've forgotten the character's name from Guardians. It will come to me in a moment. Anyway, doesn't matter. Raccoon, Rocky, all that stuff. Sean Gunn is great. I'm looking forward to meeting Sean Gunn, and I might well then pay for a picture and an autograph with Sean. Who else have we got on here? We've got Mark Lucas. My daughter will be very pleased from Buffy and all that stuff. Christian Name from Game of Thrones. Hold the door. This is what I'm excited about. Jeanette Goldstein, Mark Rolston, William Hope from Aliens. Oh my lord. Mark Rolston, who was also in Shawshank. Who did he play in Shawshank now? Mark Rolston. He played. Was it? Oh, Boggs Diamond. See, I can remember some stuff. Boggs Diamond, a nasty piece of work in the Shawshank Redemption, but he also played Private Drake in Aliens. This guy is so cool. This guy has been in about 1,000 things. Every time you're watching an episode of Star Trek Generations, he's in there or something. William Hope who played Lieutenant Gorman. I loved that character when I first saw it. I saw him and thought, this guy brought a depth to a character that you don't often see in sci-fi films. He played the guy who, inexperienced, they had the piss taken out of him when he had told them that he'd only done a small number of practice drops and that sort of thing. And his character kind of, had this arc of redemption toward the end, together with Jeanette Goldstein's character. Oh, Vasquez. Oh, I loved you, Vasquez. The character of Vasquez, her and Mark Wilson together were just brilliant, but obviously how it came then in terms of how she interacted with William Hope's character, her character, such a badass, and also as well, just brilliant acting, the three of these. But as I say, William Hope, my God, that performance he did, and I don't ever think it's obviously been overshadowed by the rest of the film, because it's a big, great film. But his character has a complexity you don't often see. As I say, someone who is wanting to do the best, is determined to succeed, makes big mistakes, flawed but brave. Kind of like me, I think, really. Flawed but brave. Yeah, that's definitely me. So you've got a whole heap of other people in here, but those Aliens guys are kind of the ones I'm really looking forward to seeing. Graham McTavish, Scottish actor. He was in The Hobbit and a whole heap of other things. He was in my favourite version of the Rambo franchise. What one was it now? The one that was in modern day Burma. He was great in that. And Craig Fairbrass from he was in the Cliffhanger. I remember from Cliffhanger and a whole heap of other stuff as well. So these are. It's not a bad lineup. A pretty good lineup. If you want to know in terms of tickets, then just click on the various sort of bits and pieces. Why has it gone blank? Oh, here we go. So you got the how to get the tickets, a bit more information about the place there as well. So you can also go on that. I'm not going to try and sell tickets. That's not my job. And then you got merchandise, you got exhibitors, you got previous stuff. So have a look. Yeah, have a look on this website. So you've got the previous stuff on there. Some more photos from. Let's have a look at last year while we're here. Oh, people, with the. Let's have a look on the Saturday event. Just can I get booth A? So who we got? Oh, Bonnie Wright was there last year. Forgot about Bonnie. She was lovely from Harry Potter. She was great. And I'm not going to look at it anymore because basically I've only got a little bit of time today. But this was so cool. So have a look on the website. You can see the stuff that's coming up. You can see how to get there. It's got information on the how to get to Comic Con as well. So like I say, we'll be there. I'm going to go back in a moment to the main picture and just kind of do a roundup. But it's you can see I'm excited. It's a great event. I don't know if I've been there 2 days yet. Last year we had the press pass for 2 days, so I might do the 2-day thing again. But we'll see. Right, let's go back to the main picture and we'll do a little bit of a roundup then. In terms of the event itself, so you've seen some of the things that are coming up, some of the things that are particularly exciting. Excuse me. We will be vlogging at the event. Yes, I know how to vlog. We'll be vlogging at the event. Myself and my colleague will be there. We'll be talking to some of the attendees, hopefully, if they want to talk to us. We'll be talking to some of the exhibitors. Last year it was great. Going around all the exhibitors was really exciting because obviously I wanted to buy stuff as well. So, I can't remember how much money I burnt through, but it was a lot. I got stuff that I shouldn't have got. I've got stuff, I've left it to one side. I want to show some things I bought. This year, what am I wanting? I want some dice. I want some dice for my D&D sessions. I feel like treat myself because I think I'm possibly worth it to some really nice dice. Also as well, I'll be wanting a number of figures to paint and that sort of thing. If you are an exhibitor, if you are appearing at the Comic Con, or you can be exhibiting at the Comic Con more like, then put comments in the below bit. Put some comments below. And say hello. Give us a shout. I'll be wearing this Gambler's hat, as I always do. And while I'm there, if you want to say hello, we'll have a chat, stick some stuff on the website for you, stick some stuff on the YouTube channel, turns out a little bit of publicity, more than happy to do that. If you've got any comments in here and you want to review some stuff, I'm not saying you have to send us anything. That's not what I'm saying. If you want to, you could do. But we're happy to review stuff as well. But really, more importantly, we'll be sort of wandering around the event. We'll be taking in some of the stuff. Yes, I'm a fan as much as anything else. In fact, more than anything else. So, I do try and do some stuff for this, do some stuff for that. But to be perfectly honest, I'll be attending the panels. I'll definitely be attending the Alien stuff and the Walking Dead stuff. I'll definitely be, maybe as well, getting 1 or 2 photos. That'll pay for, obviously. That'll be wanting a couple of the... excuse me, a couple of the photos I'll be asking for, as you can see, or here, I still haven't got rid of this cough yet. But the thing is, I'll be picking up plenty of goodies. I'll be taking lots of pictures. And like I say, have a chat. If you want to talk with us, that's great. If you don't want to talk with us, that's okay as well. That's fine. So yeah, what's it, 3 weeks? Can't wait. We'll see you guys there maybe. But if you are going, have a great time. Have a great day, or 2 days if you're going to go for the 2 days. And yeah, have a good one. Take care. Stay nerdy. All that stuff. And I'll speak to you soon. Okay, bye-bye.